Hey guys, welcome to the Ace of Plays channel. We got a Syndicate leader challenge going on right now. And much like our opponent, I would imagine a lot of people are going for the DJ, Dijkstra, Sigismund, Siggy D, whatever you want to call him. But you know your boy would never do that. I don't like Dijkstra. Like, I don't think... I mean, obviously, like, you got the whole, his ability's OP. You know, he's messed up, broken kind of deal, but his ability is also extremely boring. So I'm going with one of my personal favorites, and probably, dare I say, the least played Syndicate leader? Cleaver. Cleaver is pretty cool. Like, he allows you to play a special card from your deck with provision cost equal or less than 9 plus an extra provision per 2 crime cards. So this is a Shupe deck. Big thanks to my teammate over at Team Rankstar, Roxy89, for giving me the idea for this. They posted a similar list a few days ago, and I made a few modifications to it just because there were some cards I didn't... It's not that I didn't agree with them, but I just... You know, you have personal preferences, and so I've spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours playing this deck, constantly making changes, and I think the version of the deck you're seeing in these matches that I have for you today is like the final tested version. I have changed it up quite a bit afterwards, and I will get back to why, but this is the final version that I've actually tested. And I gotta say, I like it. Obviously, like, we have Cleaver, we have 8 crimes, so we can use Cleaver to tutor Shupe. You know, that's like the main idea. And we also have some other, you know, big boy special cards, like Royal Decree. And in this version of the deck, there's also Manticore Venom. That is gone because I found a lot of the time that was a dead card. Like, it's probably a meta thing, but yeah. And you know, we'll get to all of that. I do want to say though, I was gonna say right off the bat, but we're like 3 minutes into this almost. I have a bad win rate with this deck, this version of the deck. The new version, untested. The win rate is below 50%. I had a really good win streak, getting me all the way up to being 1 win away from ranking up to rank 2, and then I've just gone all the way back down to having no shards. So I don't know if I got lucky or if I started getting tilted. I think I did end up getting very tilted towards the end, so maybe, you know, the deck holds up a little bit better than my track record will show, but I have less than 50% win rate. My main problem with this version of the deck, and you know, the main reasoning for why I started changing it up the way I ended up doing, is that it's got too many reactive cards. Like, there were so many times, and I'm sure this has something to do with the meta, but there were so many times I wish I had just one proactive card. Like, my hand was filled with reactive stuff, or stuff that I couldn't play, didn't want to play. I mean, look at my hand right here. Like Harold Gord, I'm not ready to play him yet. Shupe on this board, no. Of course, Blacksmith with nothing on the board, so he gets killed. His profit is worth little. I mean, like, you know, that's the thing about profit. Like, even if you don't get to use it right away, you still have the coins. The cards often will still achieve decent value because you get some coins that even if the card gets killed, you can use it later. That is one of the advantages that Syndicate has, the coins being safe, being carry over, being able to take points off one card and use it with another, in case the first card dies. And of course, like the classic Eventide Plunder. That's like the reason I've ever been able to beat DJ with this deck. I mean, I usually lose to DJ just because of raw power. Holy shit, they have a lot of raw power. But yeah, Eventide Plunder takes care of that pesky summoning circle. I'm playing Kalkstein because, I mean, first of all, he's a good card. Like, he profits too. So even if you don't have to purify something, he's still like 7 points. 2 of which could be used for something else. You know, like I said, with the whole coin mechanic, how it works. But yeah, like just I put this in deliberately because of, you know, the whole Syndicate Leader Challenge. I was expecting a lot of bounty. Been very disappointed so far. Kalkstein has actually been pretty subpar in terms of actually using his ability, but like I said, like he's still a 7 for 7. And then if you do need to purify, like a bounty or something, like okay, I spent 2 coins, my opponent doesn't get 4 coins with the bounty. So Kalkstein is a very good card, but outside of this current meta, where I believe, I mean, Syndicate has been strong this entire meta so far, and now there's a Syndicate Leader Challenge going on, so they're going to be even more prevalent. But once that starts going away, Syndicate actually gets more balanced in, you know, terms of the other factions, and then potentially you can cut Kalkstein. Like he won't be that necessary, but of course he takes care of locks. Bounties will always exist. Maybe sometimes poison will become a thing. But yeah, look at my hand now. Like so many cards. Like you don't want to play Harold Gord until the very end because I don't know, he's a big boy, classic finisher, payoff card that you want to save for a last say. And yeah, like I gotta admit, I had some boring matches with this deck just because of how reactive I was and how reactive my opponents was, and there were games where people were just discarding their cards because there was nothing on the board to interact with. And I guess maybe that's a little bit how Syndicate works, but I think it's fine. I think it's mostly that I encounter a lot of control decks, and that's not cool. That's not cool, dudes. Don't control me. But yeah, back to, you know, talking about the deck. There you see, oh, that's a good example. I just discarded my card. And then he plays his card. And yeah, look, I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna lie. This current meta, which probably just got worse with the Syndicate Leader Challenge, not my favorite. It's actually pretty brutal. But I'm still trying every day to try new things and try to have fun and create some fun content for you guys. For example, this video, like we play against a lot of trash stuff, but I picked out only the fun games for you, or you know, the ones that I actually enjoyed. I know people like to see games where like I lose, and I really like being able to upload games where I lose when it's still interesting, you know. But I can tell you right now, look, all the games, pretty much all the games that I lost today, it was not because I was outskilled by my opponent. You know, it's not because I made sick, or they made sick, insane plays, or anything like that. It was just, you know, the standard boring stuff that I'm sure you all have been seeing in the current meta. It's just, I mean, I believe that losing can be fun. I've lost many games in Gwent, and you know, just been like, whoa. Like either you want to try out the deck your opponent was playing, or like you sit there, like you're sad because you lost, but you've got this admiration for your opponent, which, you know, you can never have against Usurper. But I mean, you know, you don't play Usurper to get admired. Like that's, you play Regis to get admired. Like you play Usurper because you're sick of the meta. Maybe I should be playing a bunch of Usurper. I just figured that after, you know, posting a couple of mill videos. Did you hear that noise? It was just a big ship honking. After posting 2 mill videos, Nilfgaard videos back to back last week, I didn't want to jump back into Nilfgaard. I like mixing it up a little bit. That's just a way that I like to make the game more fun for myself. And I get that, you know, a lot of you are playing on a budget, can't really afford to mix up factions all that much, and like I get that. I've been there. Trust me, before I caved in and spent hundreds of dollars on this game, I was right there with you. I understand. But for those of you who can afford to mix it up a little bit, you know, for your sake and the sake of your opponents, really, mix it up a little bit, because I like it. I really enjoy being able to mix it up a little bit and just, you know, do my thing. You know. And of course, if I were to play the same faction every video, that would be pretty boring for you guys as well. But mainly, I'm thinking about myself and how I enjoy trying out the different factions. Like, before recording this this gameplay here today, I had played very little Syndicate, and I realized how little I understood of how to actually play the faction. And I've never been able to actually feel myself getting to know, you know, certain cards. That's just cancer. I've never been able to that noticeably, you know, sense that, okay, I'm starting to get this, as I did with Syndicate right now, or earlier today. I mean, like, you might look at this gameplay and think that I still have a lot to learn, and I do. I really do. Syndicate is a lot more, I mean, proper Syndicate is a lot more skill intensive than I originally thought. And that is great, because it is such a powerful faction. So it's good that it at least encourages more skillful play and not just point slam. I mean, unfortunately, that they can be that too, and they get away with it. But yeah, I definitely feel like I've learned a lot about Syndicate today, in terms of balancing coins versus spenders. I'm still not an expert on that. But yeah. Where was I? What was I talking about? Well, I do want to repeat this. It's very important. I have a bad win rate with this deck. This deck is not very good, I think. And I'm not making this video to encourage people to play this deck because it's the best deck in the world. Okay, I feel like this is important. My mill video, like the big one last week. First of all, thank you so much for all the support. Like, that video did so well. It is insane. And like the percentage of comments that were at all anything negative, I mean, it's so small. And I'm not here complaining about negative comments on my videos. I just want to I do want to talk about those comments for just a minute here. And not because they're negative. I mean, you can post negative stuff, but most of them were about like people like being like super like smartasses and just being dicks about how, oh sure, you got lucky. You played against people who are dumbasses and don't know how to play against Mill. I got lucky. I didn't post that video because I think that I made the best deck in the world. I know that it's a super memey deck. It's easy to counter, easy to play around. But I had a blast with it, and so many people have had a blast with that deck. You know, letting me know in the comments, and I love when you do that. When you just tell me, look, dude, this deck is awesome. I had a great time. I love it when you guys tell me that stuff. But yeah, I had a great time, and I had some really fun games, and over 300 people, at least, seem to agree that those were some really fun games, and they wanted to try out the decks for themselves. And it's like we just had fun together. Like, I love that video, not just because it got thousands more views than normal, but because like I just had fun in the video, and so many people had fun with the deck afterwards, and you know, came back and let me know that, oh dude, this deck was so fun. I know that you're probably used to, you know, content creators on YouTube, streamers, you know, posting videos of decks, doing deck guides for decks that they think are like really good. Like, oh, I made this deck, climbed to pro rank with it. This is a really good deck. It's got a lot of control, a lot of consistency. I know that's the kind of content you're used to, and of course, you know, I wish I could do more of that myself, because, you know, I wish I was that good. But I'm angling my content more towards just, you know, having a good time. You know, just me having a good time, and then you having a good time watching it, because I just want to bring positivity. I don't want to, like, okay, I wish I could make meta decks that people net deck all day, but I'm not good enough for that. But that's fine, because I more enjoy trying out other people's funny decks and just, you know, just having a good time. And I just want to share, you know, that chill, good spirit with you guys. And yes, I did play against 2 usurpers in a row. So much usurper today. So much usurper. But yeah, I'm more about the good vibe, and I'm really angling my content more towards that. Because, like, I know my strengths, and I know my weaknesses. And one of my weaknesses is, and it's not a weakness, but, like, some people might think it is. That's just the fact that I'm not the best Gwent player. I've never been a pro rank. I can't build my own decks for shit. I need a lot of practice before I can even play a deck semi-properly. So I'm not the best player. Far from it. I'm not the best deck builder. Even further from it. But I don't play Gwent to, you know, compete. Like, I don't play Gwent to climb the pro ladder. I play Gwent because I love card games, and I truly deeply believe that, at least from a purely mechanical standpoint, Gwent is the best card game. I mean, yes, right now the meta is super imbalanced and not very enjoyable. But like the last patch, the one that, you know, a lot of people are thinking, oh, really messed up the game. It did a lot of things right. And I feel like the current meta is imbalanced and therefore not enjoyable. But overall, purely mechanically speaking, I think Gwent got a lot closer to just realizing its potential as the best. And I mean the best card game. I've played so many card games in my day, and I mean, Gwent is the only one I've been able to stick with and actually care about so deeply that I even started a YouTube channel for it. And I'm a super casual player. Super casual. And I play to have fun, and I make videos to have fun. I have a great time making videos and posting them out there, interacting with you guys through the comments, through the Discord. I love that stuff. I love you guys. Like, for the past, I mean, how many months have I been doing this now? We are approaching a year. Like, the beginning of November, this channel will have been active for a year, and it's been an amazing time. Like the best part of all of this has been how much more fun the game has become for me, knowing that I have so many people now that I, you know, can discuss the game with daily. People posting custom cards, people are commenting on my videos like, oh, this was so fun, thank you for showing me this. People posting deck lists on Discord. That's what I want. Like, the Gwent community has not always been the best, and the community as a whole is still very lacking in the positivity department. But I can proudly say that the Ace of Plays community, if you want to call it that, the people on the Discord of Plays, such amazing people. It is a privilege to have you guys watching my videos and being in my Discord and being able to communicate with you the way we do. I know that I'm not always the most active on Discord, but I just have a lot of shit going on. But I read all your stuff, and oh, guys, you are so amazing. So amazing. And yeah, I mean, those of you who've been around for quite a while now, you will know that I have tried, like, doing deck guides, you know, trying to teach people how to play Gwent, you know, trying to, you know, show off how to play the decks. But lately I've come to the realization that usually I don't even know myself. And I feel like I've been enjoying YouTube a lot more, and I think I've been getting a lot better at it after I, switched directions, away from the whole, doing basically what everybody else is doing, deck guides, showing you, okay, this is how you play this deck. Look at this game where I played this deck, win or lose. Now I just play Gwent for fun. I record my games, and then I pick out some good ones, ones that I really found interesting, really enjoyed. Not necessarily ones that I won, but if they are ones that I lose, I want it to be interesting. Like, I want to lose to like something epic. I want to lose, like, just barely lose a super close match. Anything interesting like that. Like, that's what I want to show. Like, if you came to my channel, you subscribed because you wanted to, learn more about Gwent, learn how to get better at Gwent. Well, first of all, I hope that you're getting some of that, but I'm gonna have to say I'm sorry, but while I do, try to get better, and I do feel like I'm getting better all the time. I'm at a fairly high rank, and when I'm focusing and not doing live commentary distracting me, I feel like I'm probably okay at playing the game. But like, I'm not the best. But like, new players and pretty fresh newbies can probably learn a lot from me. But what I really am trying to do is to just show off more and more fun and interesting concepts, a variety of concepts in Gwent, because Gwent has so much more to it than what you see, in Tier 1. Like, I wish that I was a lower rank, and that's not a humble brag, like me saying that I'm too good. Like, I got up to this rank by being lucky, by getting helped by you guys on stream last season, and by being like a semi-decent player. But I wish that I could play in a lower rank so we could see more variety in these matchups. But the least I can do is try to play a variety of decks myself, and try to make it interesting. And I think that plays a part in me showing so many games where I win, as opposed to somewhere I lose, and a good mix. It's because, isn't it more fun for you guys to see me win with something a little bit different, a little bit cool, than seeing a tier 1, high tier 2 usurper deck beat me again? Yeah, here I just I purchased the whole reward tree for Cleaver just to get the Cleaver face, the avatar, because it fits nicely with my new Cleaver border. Thank you, CDPR, for hooking me up with some free borders. Official partner. It pays off. But yeah, we are now heading into the final game. I realized that I haven't been talking that much about the gameplay. The reason simply being that this is just me being silly. Like, I'm playing Shupe, and it's not even a good Shupe deck probably. And I think, let me know what you guys think about this. But I feel like in the videos going forward, I kind of want my style of commentary to reflect what type of video it is. Like, here, like, I'm just playing something silly, just playing something fun, trying out a new deck. It's not optimized. I'm not trying to show off like the final refined version of a deck. This is just a few fun games I had while testing it out, and so it's a perfect opportunity for me to talk about something else. And if you want to see gameplay, like, this is the 4th match in this video that you can watch. But you can listen to me. You can listen to me talk about a variety of stuff. And we'll have videos where I show games that are intense and like I'm really proud of how they turned out, but I'm playing like, you know, maybe a more serious deck. And, you know, really the meat of the video will be like the actual gameplay. And of course, I will do more commentary based off of the gameplay. You know, explain my thought processes. You know, try to pick up on like new things, like rewatching it, trying to pick up on new things I could have done differently, things that could have gone better or worse, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, I think just having, like, just because I'm not switching between live commentary and post commentary anymore, and I'm just doing post commentary like this, we can still have a good variety. Like, we can still have pretty different types of videos. You know, it's just the format is pretty much the same thing, because this is how I like doing things. This is how I can show you better gameplay and give you better commentary, as opposed to some half-ass bullshit like I used to. You can get plenty of that when I bring back streaming. I'm not sure that when that will be. I start my new semester soon, and I do have a lot of spare time, because I'm a little bit ahead of my class, so I only have like 2 courses this semester and next one. So I do have some extra time, and once I get into that schedule, you know, we'll try to get some scheduled streams, like scheduled days where we do streams, and you know, we can just hang out, because I do miss talking to you guys live. It's a pretty good experience, and I wish to do that again. I hope my voice isn't sounding too weird. My throat is very sore today. I'm not going to tell you why. It's not because I'm getting sick, although my wife has been sick for the past few days, and I guess there's a risk that I'll catch the flu. Not the flu, it's just, hopefully it's just a common cold. Ooh. This game against Ithne, though. Let's see, have I done the sick play yet? No. There's a specific play. I think it happens now or next round, which will be soon. Oh, it happens now. This is the last round. This is a pretty sick play, and I just want you guys to focus on that now, and I'm gonna focus on that too. So, my opponent was Gabor, and I just swindle. You know, not putting a unit on the board. He plays Sessanthesis. 2 immune units with a total of 13 power? Would be a shame if I would split 13 damage among all other units on the board. I was very happy with this one. I even had to try and fail and then try again to emote a little bit, because that was a very, very sick play. Now this next play I'm a little bit more insecure about, because I use my leader to get rid of that Tainted Ale. I mean, it's 6 points, and you know, I think can do a lot with points like that. Order pings, 1 or 2 damage. I think can wreck some shit. But yeah, that does it for my sick plays. That was probably the only sick play in this entire video. But I'm hoping you're enjoying it nonetheless. We are approaching the end. My throat is happy, and I'm guessing some of you are happy it's almost the end too. But yeah. Let me know what you guys are going to play for the Syndicate Leader Challenge. If you have decided to play DJ, I still love you. But you're definitely the black sheep of the family. But pretty much regardless of where you're going to play, do send me some deck lists. Of course, I will be playing Cleaver, because Cleaver is my boy, my beardy lad. Got another Cleaver deck in the works, not a Shupe one, although I'm still modifying this Shupe one, so, you know, we're gonna have a good time. Gonna play some Cleaver. Definitely one of the more interesting Syndicate leaders in my opinion. I mean, the other ones are so boring, I feel. Like, DJ is probably the most boring. Okay? Gain a coin. 5 charges. Gain a charge when you play a crime. I mean, the whole gain a charge when you play a crime, that's kind of interesting. I guess. Then you have Gudrun. Gain 9 coins. If you gain an excess amount of coins, well, boost an ally. And then you have Wholesome Jr. Damage an enemy by 7. If you deal excess damage, gain coins. King of Beggars, gain coins. Gain 2 coins. 3 charges. His passive ability is really cool though. King of Beggars is also one of my favorites just because of that passive. Reducing all tributes by 1. That's pretty cool. Then you have Hemmelfart. Spawned is 2 strength token. 3 charges. When all charges are spent, gain 2 coins. I love Swarm. And there's something about Hemmelfart's weight that I find very relatable. So I'm a fan of him. So it probably... Have I forgotten someone? Maybe... Maybe not. It probably goes like Cleaver, King of Beggars, Hemmelfart. I don't know, like a Gudrun or Wholesome Jr. I like Gudrun better as a character, but I think Wholesome Jr.'s ability is just better. And then Gudrun, and then DJ. Go to hell, DJ. But as you can see, the gameplay has ended. That means this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of silly Shupe gameplay and some, I don't know, strange commentary. I mean, I talked about a bunch of stuff. You know, got a little bit sweet and emotional with you guys because I do really appreciate all your support. We've gained so many subscribers lately, and we're getting really close to 3,000 subscribers. Bruh. So if you haven't already subscribed, do consider it, alright? This is... Like, I'm not Freddy Babes. The title on my last mill video was inspired by Freddy Babes. That's why it was so clickbaity. But I'm not Freddy Babes. I'm Ace of Plays. Heck, I'm Alex. I'm just your boy. I have fun with Gwent, and I try to share that fun. And I really appreciate when you share your fun with Gwent with me. They should call me Wholesome Jr. No, I'm Senior. But my son shall stand in a bloody bathtub with a butcher's axe. He shall slaughter bitches and hoes. I've been playing Gwent a lot today and I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna go just eat some ice cream with my wife. Just have a good time. And hopefully I will see you guys again tomorrow, but who knows. Also, custom cards video on the way. It's gonna be a really, really special one because it's gonna be it's gonna mark a new era of my custom cards videos. But all in due time. Thanks again for watching. Have a good one, guys, and I will see you next time.